CM Kamal Nath's nephew, Ratul Puri, has been arrested by Enforcement Directorate in a 354 crore rupees bank fraud case. The arrest comes after Ratul Puri and 4 directors of data storage device manufacturer Mozaber were booked by the CBI for siphoning funds from the Central Bank of India. Puri claimed that he followed all the norms and the case against him is motivated. Meanwhile, his uncle and MP CM Kamal Nath evaded the question on Puri's arrest. Remember, Puri was the executive director of Mozaber India Limited till 2012 and is accused of cheating, forgery and criminal conspiracy. Puri was also named as an accused in the VVIP chopper scam case.
पुरी को गिरफ्तार किया सीबीआई ने कल रात में गिरफ्तार किया है बदले की भावना से हो रहा है बदले की भावना से हो रहा है बदले की भावना से पुरी को गिरफ्तार किया सीबीआई ने कल रात में गिरफ्तार किया है बदले की भावना से हो रहा है बदले की भावना से हो रहा है बदले की भावना से हो रहा है बदले की भावना से
जो भी व्यक्ति चुनौती के रूप में दिखाई देगा या जो डिसेंटिंग वॉइस होगी उसके लिए 3-4 चीजें हैं, इनकम टैक्स, ईडी, आईबी और सीबीआई। तो वो भी इसी के शिकार हैं। इस रिजीम में हर उस वॉइस को, उस आवाज़ को दबाने का प्रयास हो रहा है जो न्याय के लिए लड़ रही है, जो जनता के सवालों पर लड़ रही है।
All right, Heminder Sharma is now joining us live for the very latest from Bhopal. Heminder, walk our viewers through the fact that you have the nephew of MP Chief Minister who is under the scanner for siphoning of funds as well, who's claiming that this case is also motivated. Kamal Nath going ahead and evading the media and not taking any questions. What does that really mean?
Well, there is a slight correction over here. In fact, Kamal Nath has now taken the questions. In fact, we just spoke to him and he has said that this is mala fide and also that he has nothing to do with the businesses that the family is running. So, Ratul Puri and the 4 other directors who have been part of this case, what kind of business they are doing, he has nothing to do with it. But having said that, the case is motivated and mala fide and it would be contested in court. That's the official reaction of Kamal Nath that he has given just about 10-15 minutes back. So, Kamal Nath, Chief Minister of State, has officially reacted and his reaction is on expected lines. As was expected, he's saying that it is some sort of he's trying to refer that it is, because he's using the word mala fide, he's trying to refer that this is some kind of a conspiracy against him.
Right. What is Ratul Puri claiming at this point of time for all the allegation and a whole spate of allegations being made against him?
Well, Ratul Puri, as far as Ratul Puri is concerned, there has been an official statement from his office which says that he is being targeted and he has nothing to do with the cases that are being forced upon him or slapped against him.
All right, thanks so much, Heminder, for joining us right there with all the very latest on the story. The law has finally cracked its whip on controversial Islamic preacher Zakir Naik. Malaysian authorities have banned Naik from giving speeches anywhere in the country. The step was taken in view of the national interest, according to the Malaysian police. On Monday, he was grilled for 10 hours in connection to the controversial remarks that have been made by him against Malaysian Hindus and Malaysian Chinese. He was questioned for the second time under Section 504 of the Penal Code of Malaysian law for intentional insult with intent to provoke a breach of peace. Stunned by the action, Zakir Naik has now tendered an apology and claimed that his statements have been taken out of context. He said that he is a man of peace and strange fabrications added to my speeches. India today has learned that this development will mount pressure on the Malaysian government to extradite or deport Zakir Naik to India. Countries like Bangladesh, Canada and United Kingdom have already banned Zakir Naik. All right, Munish joining us with all the very latest. Law finally cracking its whip on the controversial Islamic preacher Zakir Naik. Munish, how soon can we expect the extradition of Zakir Naik? It's been a long haul.
Yeah, well, it seems that trouble for Zakir Naik in Malaysia has just begun, because remember yesterday he was grilled for the second time for more than 10 hours, and his grilling was under section 504 of Malaysian Penal Act, according to which it's a breach of peace by Zakir Naik. And remember, similar charges in India also. Here the allegations, apart from terrorism and money laundering, is also that he was creating hatred between the community, and the same type of allegations he is facing in Malaysia. Now, some time back, the Malaysian government was supporting him. The previous government gave the a permanent residential status to Zakir Naik, but in the recent government, the Prime Minister has come out in open and he has said that this type of violation will not be tolerated by this government. Also, the fraction of government, at least 4 ministers have spoken against Zakir Naik, and they have demanded immediate deportation of Zakir Naik from Malaysia to India. So what we can say here is that the agencies are keeping a close eye on what is happening in Malaysia, but
Yes.
trouble seems to be mounting for Zakir Naik, because remember, hardly there is any country which is ready to harbor Zakir Naik at this point of time. Malaysia is the only country. He cannot go out of Malaysia because his passport has been revoked. So the only option for Malaysia to get rid of Zakir Naik is only by the deportation of controversial Islamic preacher.
But you know, but Munish, it's interesting because this particular development that has taken place now mounts pressure on the Malaysian government to either deport him back to India or for India to extradite him back.
Yeah, well, very true, Chaiti, because this is Zakir Naik is creating problem as far as Malaysian community is concerned. Malaysia is a ethnic country. There are people from multiple races. But his latest remark on the Malaysian Hindus, that they support Prime Minister Narendra Modi more than their own Prime Minister, also against the Chinese community. So these are the remarks which, after which 7 states at least banned Zakir Naik from giving any religious lecture in their state. And now the police department has made a statement in Malaysia that now Zakir Naik cannot even give a single lecture or he cannot hold a religious gathering in entire Malaysia. So as far as Zakir Naik religious lecture is concerned, it is entirely banned in Malaysia. The police is already probing him. He has been questioned for more than 15 hours for 2 occasions, and now the government is really under pressure. Also, the Indian government is in negotiation with the Malaysian government. They want Malaysian government to deport Zakir Naik as soon as possible, and the Malaysian government, along with the fraction of ministers, they are already demanding Zakir Naik deportation to Malaysia because they want peace in their country. Back to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Manish, for joining us with all the very latest on this particular story. Moving on now and shifting focus after Prime Minister Narendra Modi, US President Donald Trump too has asked the Imran Khan government to behave after continued raving and ranting by Imran Khan on the abrogation of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir. Donald Trump has asked the Pakistan Prime Minister to cut his rhetoric and reduce tension. Trump tweeted saying that he has spoken to Imran after his telephonic talks with Prime Minister Modi. Trump's call to Imran came after a call from Prime Minister Modi. Modi had earlier exposed Pakistan during a 30-minute phone conversation with US President Donald Trump. Prime Minister Modi named and shamed Imran over his anti-India tirade. Prime Minister Modi highlighted the importance of creating an environment free from terror and violence and also talked about the menace of cross-border terrorism. Prime Minister Modi's engagement with Donald Trump is the first one since the centre announced its decision to scrap Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan's subsequent attempts to raise the issue in international forums as well. And a day after Army Chief General Bipin Rawat made a big statement saying that they were ready for any eventuality in the aftermath of the Balakot airstrikes, Indian Air Force Chief B.S. Dhanoa also has warned Pakistan. He says that they are fully prepared and alert on the border and enemies' mischief will be strongly dealt with. On Monday, General Rawat assured the government that the army was ready for any eventuality in the aftermath of the Balakot airstrikes. He also assured the government of having enough ammunition and would have an upper hand over Pakistan. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has also hailed our forces, saying that the might of the Air Force was displayed in the Balakot strike.
हमने देखी है उनकी क्या डिप्लॉयमेंट है, तो हम ये तो हमें इंडियन एयरफोर्स तो हमेशा सतर्क रहती है। ये कोई बात नहीं है कि अभी ये हो गया तो हम सतर्क हैं, नहीं। हम एयर डिफेंस में हमेशा ये एयर डिफेंस की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हमारी है और हमेशा हम एयर डिफेंस अलर्ट में रहते हैं। नॉट ओनली एनिमी की तरफ से कोई फाइटर आ जाए, कई बार होता है जैसे कि सिविलियन एयरक्राफ्ट है वो करेक्ट रूट नहीं फॉलो करता, जैसे कि आपने देखा होगा वो केस हुआ था पुरलिया आर्म्स ड्रॉप का हुआ था। इस तरह की घटना ना हो उसकी तरह एयर डिफेंस हमारी हमेशा अलर्ट में रहती है, उसमें कोई नई बात तो है।
As you all are aware that Indian force is a technologically advanced and extremely potent force. The recent offensive strike against terrorist outfits in our neighborhood speaks volumes about the reach and lethality of the formidable arm of the Indian armed forces.
And at a time